my kettle is boiling. I've got my flower pots with the projects. And let's see what we pull out of the pots. One has the ephemera item, the other has the subject. So let's see what we're doing. I have two. Let's do this. Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lou and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. My tea is ready and hot. And I've got my two projects. Let's see what they are. Fashion. Oh, that is not like me at all. Sorry, a little bit of sarcasm. And a layered piece. Oh, I am going to have so much fun with this. Okay, I have a whole bunch of paper here in front of me for layering. And I have these. Not this one, that's my daughter when she was like 14. She's a little older now. So I have these fashion dolls. And I think I can use these to create a beautiful layered piece out of all the different paper that I have here. I think I want to go with this one and make her just a beautiful piece of ephemera. Now I need to find something that I can make her onto. And I'm trying to think of different ways. I have an envelope here. And if I do that, then her feet would be sticking out, which is okay. Because what I can do is I can make it. Let me put this all aside for a moment. So what I can do is I can make it so that her feet will fold, like this will fold over eventually, like down. And then the fold of the feet, like it'll fold up and down. And so I can just flap the envelope like that and make it a little bit of a different kind of pocket. I can do that. Or not make it a pocket at all and just keep it as a deconstructed envelope. We'll have to see how that is going to turn out, but this is what I want to use. So I don't do stamping very often on camera. Actually, yeah, very, very rarely. So I'm grabbing, do you think this will be big enough? Ooh, I think it'll just fit. I think. Let's take her out of here. Put in here. It'll really just fit. I will have to push down. That's okay. Okay. So I have my stamping platform. I have my lady. I have two different kinds of archival ink. And I have all my papers. So what I am going to do is I am going to start stamping the same image onto each of the papers and then cut it out. So what do I have here? I have a piece of, or some pages from an old encyclopedia. And I'm just going to tear a piece off of there. Whoops. Not a very straight piece. Let's do that a little better. There we go. And I need probably about that much. That will work. And then we'll put the paper in here. I need to And I'm sorry, it's going to shimmer for a moment because there's plastic there. And I'm just going to put ink on the doll. And just give her a good push. I just want the dress, or maybe the arms, or maybe the legs, whatever. I'm not too concerned. I am just going to stamp this same image over and over and over again. Ooh, let's not do that. What else do I have here? Let me just move some things over every time that I finish with them. I have a piece of, this is a very old knitting magazine, so I'm going to put that in there. And I used it for some other stuff, so it's just yucky, and I think I can use it to just stamp onto. Okay, so where did I put my ink? And I'm using just a black ink. I thought I might use blue ink, but I decided against it. My teacup is in my way. So I will speed all this stamping up. So I think I have everything cut, or stamped. I didn't cut it. And I think this is what I need. Decided that I want this one to be my base. And the reason for that is that the colors are just perfect to be the face and the hair, or not the hair, but the face and the arms and the legs. And then I can build everything else on top of her. So I'm just cutting off the pieces that I don't need to struggle with. And then I am going to cut around her. There, so that's a beautiful color. And then that is going to go onto this beautiful coffee stained envelope. There. And you know what? I'm just going to glue her down. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just putting glue behind her. I'm not even like inking around her. You can see, like, I am just not concerned about that part. This is not going to be a standout piece. This is going to be more of a background piece. So it's all good. It doesn't need to be inked around. It is allowed to just be. I do need enough glue so that it'll stick down. So most of the time with these dolls, I color them. I have never really cut them to pieces and then gone from there. So this is a little bit of a different project for me, but I think it will be really cool. There. I can turn it back into an envelope and the legs can just dangle there, or maybe I'll cut them off. We'll have to wait and see. If I don't have to mess with the shoes, then I don't have to mess with the shoes. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see this part a little bit better. There we go. The first thing I want to do is I want to cut her, the main part of the dress, and I will layer on top. I have this Archie comic, and I know I have a huge auction haul that I want to show you guys, but I haven't gotten there yet, and this is part of it. So I just haven't gotten to that part yet. Some of the auction pieces are still sitting in my car because it is so much that I don't know where to put it yet. And so I just left it in the car for now, and then I'll pull it out and put it away. I think I'm actually going to have to use the shelf in my basement now to start storing some of this stuff. I've also started reselling what I am not needing. And I'm going to start doing some paper packs because I have so much that I want to share it. Speaking of sharing, if you have not seen the announcement, so this week is my anniversary week. It is my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, and it is pretty exciting. I never thought I would be where I am right now, with over 1,000 subscribers, and that everybody would be so excited over my paper dolls. Huh. It does fit. Yep. So we're just going to stick it right there. And so yeah, like the paper dolls have taken off, which is so cool. I am so happy with that. My kits are taking off, but right now I have all this stuff sitting in my Etsy and my Ko-fi shop, and I was like, what am I going to do for my anniversary? And I've played with a few different ideas, and then I came up with, well, I'm just going to give you guys 25% discount on everything in my shop, or, well, not the patterns. You know what? I think I want to do her hair out of the music paper. In my store, or in my shop on Etsy and on Ko-fi, there is all the digital kits, and so you'll get 25% off of those. And on Etsy, there's also a couple of journals that I have listed there that are also part of this. then I also have, is there anything else? No, that's it. So I may have to give her a new face. Well, maybe not. Wait, maybe not. So the hair I do have to be pretty picky about because I don't want to have it overlap. So that's why I am being pretty much cutting on top of the line. So, funny story, I was going to edit the video for today. And I opened my... I opened where it's supposed to be, and then I realized that, yeah, I hadn't recorded it yet. So it's really tricky when you're trying to record or trying to edit something you haven't even recorded yet. I thought it was there. I lose track of how much I have recorded. So I just listed with Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and sorry, I snorted. So yeah, it was last Wednesdays that I was looking at and not today's. So then it is now super early in the morning and I am recording this so I can edit it and get it posted. Yeah. And I think this is kind of a fun project. I don't do this type very often. Mostly because it is tedious and stuff, and I do like it, but I'm never sure how it turns out on camera, so that's why I haven't done it. So I'm just lining everything up together. There we go. And it does work. I wasn't sure how it was going to work with her face and with the shoulders, but it does work. So that is that part. Then I want some of that blue right there. So I'm just going to cut the dress again. But this time I'm going to leave this piece alone, which is actually a shame because look how beautiful this piece is. So I'm just building. And then you get some you get a design in it, but you also get some depth into your image because you're constantly building up, 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 up. To cut that a little bit nicer. And as you can see, I am using bigger scissors today. The reason for that is someone told me on during one of my lives where I was talking about how I use my little micro Fiskar scissors to fussy cut, and they are hurting my hand. And someone said, you're just using your scissors are too small. So I'm trying it. I am really trying it, and I don't think that is what is happening. Whoops. There we go. There's number 2. And then I think I want to make this piece out of here. So this is a piece of butcher paper that I got from the Paper and Ink Boutique just the other day. And I started playing with it because I had to play with it, of course. And I used Distress Oxide sprays. And I used rust water. And this is what happened to it. So it's really pretty. And I think it'll look kind of cool on there too. I do. Put that in place. Oh, I like it. I do. I like it. I like how the natural thing of the background paper has this dark stripe. And if you look really closely, you can see that kind of carrying on right here in the envelope. And it's accidental, but it looks really cool. So I need to do the bow. And I need to do the bow out of something fun. But maybe I have these bows. And what if I just take a dark blue bow? I have dark blue. What if I put that right there? That would be cute. I think I like that. So I'm going to take some 3-in-1 glue to glue that down. And I'm just going to put take the crust off of my glue bottle, and then just put a little glue there. And then I can stick the bow right there on there. Ah, that is cute. What else do I need? I don't know if I need anything more. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the shoes yet, so I'm not even covering them. Even though if I wanted to, I could do them out of this butcher paper. Well, you know what? I may just do that. I'm just going to cut them out and put them on there. I can always cut them off, but at least that way I've built the whole thing. So the code for the 25% off is Mary Lou 25. So if you put that into the checkout at on Etsy or on Ko-fi, then you will get 25% off all the different kits in my shop. It's like, now I don't know which one goes where. But I do. This one goes right there. Right there, and this one goes right there. Now I want to take something to color in the bits and pieces on her hair and the headband. I have some Prismacolor pencils. Right here, because they're always right here. They're always right beside me. You never know when you're going to need your Prismacolor pencils. Oh, there was the other one. And I think I want to do the headband in a little bit of green. So I have grass green, peacock green, and yellow chartreuse. And I'm just going to give it a quick little color so that, and all I do is I'm just going to go over the color, like I apply the color and then go back over with the next color, and then you get a beautiful shading that easily blends together. And so like I constantly do that. And then you get a pretty shaded headband. For the hair, I need some lighter pieces. Now I don't want to put orange in there. I have some light peach, and I don't need to cover that at all, so, or I don't need to shade it, I mean. I'm just going to give it a little color in these pieces. I was hoping I had some brown here too, but it doesn't look like it. Pink, blue, all my favorite colors. Well, what else can I give her then? I can give her some gold hair. I can give her some gold hair. Let's give her golden hair. I have a gel pen here, so I'm just going to go over top and give her some gold hair. Because why not? Who doesn't want to have gold hair, right? Took a moment for the gel pen to be ready. And I'm going to show you how I would fix all the little pieces where I've now gone over the stamped part. And I just want the text to kind of shimmer through. But because a gel pen is usually opaque, it just shimmers through. It's not like blatantly there anymore. And I try to go in circular motions around because then you get the best coverage. we go. So now I'm going to take my black Prismacolor, and I'll have to give it a quick sharpening. As long as I can find my pencil sharpener. My pencil sharpener. So I'm going to give it a quick sharpen. So I have a nice sharp point on it. And then I'm going to go back around all of these pieces to make them stand out again. Oops. It is nicer when you do that with a black pencil. It won't stand out as much against the stamped pieces as when you are doing that with a marker or something like that, because a marker is just a little darker. And this just gives it that black back from the stamping. There we go. I do want to do something right here because I don't like that arm not sitting right. So I have a little knife here, and let's see if I can cut this out. So I'm just lightly going over it with my knife. Should have done that right in the beginning, but I didn't. There, that's much better. And I can probably go around the feet just a little tighter. I don't know why I didn't. Probably because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. Come on. I know I'm cutting it. See? And that's why I don't usually work with a knife, because I will rip everything. It's okay, we'll fix that. When it goes in the journal, I will fix that part. There, that's much better. Much neater. So, yeah. That was my project for Wednesday. I think it is absolutely fantastic. It is layered. It is fashion because she's got a beautiful layered dress. The shoes are done. The hair is done. How much fun is that? So, you know, I very rarely use the stamps that I have in my projects. And in this case, I think it was a success. And I can't wait to put her probably on Saturday into my journal or into my City of the 52 Paper Dolls. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And the link to my Ko-fi shop and my Etsy shop are in the description. And again, the code is MaryLou25. So come and help me celebrate my anniversary. And I will see you again on Friday for the live where I am making a start on my brand new nature journal. So come and check out and see what I am going to do and what I am going to use for a journal. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.